We all know the rumours that Meghan Markle has ambitions to become the President of the United States. However, this development is absolutely glorious. She is now getting trolled by the Heritage Foundation. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah. Let's jump into this gloriousness, shall we? Because some of you might be asking, who's the Heritage Foundation? Well, that is the organisation, the think tank over in America that's currently suing the government to essentially get Prince Harry's visa application to see if he actually lied or not on a couple of questions. Now, we are waiting any day now. The judge will make a ruling on that, and once they do, I will bring you all the information about that because I've been covering that case pretty much from the beginning. However, the Heritage Foundation, oh my goodness, yes, they have now set their sights on our Megxie. And look at this big major troll. Megxie will not like it. So Niall Gardner, so he's the foreign policy analyst, former aide to Margaret Thatcher, and he is part of the Heritage Foundation. And he's turned around and he said to this article, Megxie's path to the White House and how Trump could be an inspiration, utterly ridiculous. Oh, it is. It is. Megxie has zero qualifications for running for president or public office and has zero chance of ever making it to the White House. So turning round and being like, Megxie, you got your eye on the White House? Dude, you got zero qualifications, zero chance for ever making it even like 10 foot away from the White House, let alone being in the Oval Office. Like, come on, lass. Who are you trying to kid here? So this, to me, was an absolute opinion conspiracy theory, whatever, epic troll from Niall Gardner. And yes, it is utterly ridiculous how Megxie, if this is true, could ever think that it was possible for her to actually make a legitimate run and win the presidency for the United States. It's absolutely insane. Now, if she did, then we would be living in a very, very dark dimension indeed. That is for sure, okay? My alternate Americans out there, you guys really, really, really love your freedom of speech. If you had a President Megxie, yeah, say bye-bye to that wonderful freedom of speech clause that you have, because she'll try and do everything, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, to try and dampen that, especially dampen any legitimate criticism against her, because she does not like that. And stay tuned for my next Daily Nerd, because apparently she's been reduced to tears because of, quote, unfair criticism against her new brand, American Riviera Orchard. Guys, I actually really do believe that story, so stay tuned for the next Daily Nerd for that, which will be released in a couple of hours' time. But yes, let's go into the article that Niall Gardner actually referenced here, because this is insane as well. Why would Donald Trump be an unlikely inspiration for Megxie's path to the White House? Well, you know, he's widely hated, but widely loved at the same time. And she might be thinking, well, I'm widely hated. I've got a good chance of making it to the White House too, guys. Like, this is insane. So, how apparently Megxie could use her fake royal Nigerian tour as a springboard for a presidential bid. Now, Megxie's mantra, amongst others, that allegedly she's plagiarized, is that women can change the world. You know, men can too, I'm just saying. So after her visit to Nigeria, her supporters, or let's call them exactly who they are, the sugars, okay, increasingly believe she's destined for the Oval Office. They're delusional at the best of times, but this just takes the biscuit, really. Now, Megxie Suits co-star Erika Alexander also said this week that Megxie is headed to the White House, predicting she's the activist and advocate for women with the courage to be the leader of the free world. Now, last time I checked, I'm definitely all woman, and I don't see you as an advocate for anything in terms of feminism, women stuff, or whatever. I just don't see it. I don't feel it. It's just not happening, right? Now, experts have told Mail Online that Megxie could be just a few steps from the US presidency as long as she takes inspiration from one of her most vocal critics, Donald Trump, which, by the way, a few weeks ago in my Meghan Markle versus series, I did a video on Meghan Markle versus Donald Trump. It was so much fun to put together. Do check it out because Donald Trump is not a fan. And as long as Prince Hazard is willing to become an American, then, yeah, the path is clear, apparently, for her to make a bid for the White House. But the only way that he can really become a full American is if he denounces all his titles, which I don't think Megxie would be in favour of. I'm just saying. Now, eminent historian Christopher Phelps, an expert on US politics, said, quote, "It would be a great story. The British prince who loved her so much, he gave up his British citizenship to become an American. There'd be no requirement for him to do it, but he would have to if she wanted to have any credibility." Now, some have seen her visit to Nigeria as a springboard to the White House. One insider said that Megxie may be plotting a Donald Trump-inspired Q jump into the high office, amid speculation that the US presidency could actually be her ultimate aim. Now, we all know that Donald Trump is the only American president to have no previous political service, so it has been done before. And the source is saying that Megxie has her eyes on the prize. And again, like I said earlier on, if she actually makes it into the White House, all you American alternates, as far as I'm concerned, can kiss your freedom of speech clause bye-bye. Because any legitimate criticism against Megxie, I am sure she will use all her power to dampen, to get rid, to eradicate. I don't think she'd be able to help herself. To me, Megxie being in the White House would be a very, very, very dangerous thing indeed. Now, another political warned, quote, "The buy your success thing is more suited as a Republican play. Megxie has political ambitions, but like most celebrities or business people, they're not ready to put in the graft to get there. Maybe Oprah Winfrey could pull it off, but she's putting the hard yards in other ways. Megxie hasn't done anything." Exactly. This is a thing, right? You need to put in hard work to get to the White House. And we all know, opinion conspiracy theory, whatever, how adverse Megxie is to hard work. I mean, she was let go from Spotify because of low productivity, called an effing grifter by one of their executives, and also on their documentation has confirmed that she only puts in 1 hour a week to a charity foundation, Actual Foundation. So, yeah, Megxie putting in hard work. I don't see it. Do you guys? Now, Professor Phelps, who teaches at the University of Nottingham in England, said parallels can be drawn between Megxie and ex-actor Ronald Reagan. Now, he was the governor of California before he became the 40th president of the United States between 81 and 89. Arnold Schwarzenegger also made the transition from actor to politics, becoming the governor of California, saying her name will open doors, but you can't just say, "You all know who I am, vote for me." She'll need to have some substance on policy. And a bit of conspiracy theory, whatever. Megxie has no substance whatsoever. If anything, from what is being reported, she plagiarizes for her substance, all right? Americans want to know how she would protect their jobs, where she stands on tax, and to tackle crime in their neighbourhoods. Yeah, we all want to know where she stands on tax. That is for sure. It'd be very, very interesting if the IRS did an audit, don't you think? But as speculation about her ambitions grow for the White House, yeah, she does have challenges along the way. The main one being, firstly, the likability factor. Secondly, experience. Thirdly, substance. And fourth, actually putting in the hard work. You really, really think she's going to do that? I don't think so. Which then puts us full circle to what Niall Gardner said right at the beginning, absolutely expertly trolling Megsy, saying, look, it's utterly ridiculous if she has any ambitions for the White House. She has zero qualifications and zero chance of ever making it to the Oval Office. With that being said, guys, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course, there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also, as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Meg's ambitions for the White House, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.